So I'm kind of going to give you guys a full day in the life update. My life's crazy. If you guys don't know, I graduated with my master's in sports psychology in February of this year, 2024. So I have my master's in sports psychology. I own PH Nutrition, which is a multi-location supplement retail nutrition store in West Texas. We have 2 physical locations now, about to open our 3rd location, and then we will have a 4th location going into January. So very, very busy, very rapid growth. We also have an e-commerce online platform. If you guys want to support or shop online, you can check out phnutrition.com. I'd really appreciate it. Love the support. It's huge. It means a lot to me. But anyways, so there's a lot of moving parts in my life. I'm also trying to be, adamant about taking social media seriously, about promoting and posting consistently so I can try to build a personal brand online to help the actual brand, PH. And so there's just a lot of moving parts. I'm thinking about going back for my PhD in the fall, so trying to get my pro card in bodybuilding. And, there's just, life is just a lot. And biggest thing that I want to do is prove to myself that I can do it all. Because if I can prove to myself that I can do all of it, then I can prove to anyone else that they can also do all of it. Because I'm not anything special. I mean, I grew up in a barn, guys. Like, both of my parents are administrators, educators. My dad was an ag teacher for 32 years, 34 years, something like that. My mom was a school teacher, and then a school principal, and then a school administrator. And so both of my parents came up through education. I was predominantly raised in an agricultural-based background. I was born and raised in a barn, showing cattle, showing livestock. And, so I have no business background. I have no psychology background. All of the things that I'm doing with my life are things that I chose to do that I had no idea about. I had no background. I had no help. I had no guidance. I had no direction. Besides from what I've just learned and acquired through my years of studying and trying and failing. And so I'm not saying that to prove that I'm anything special. I'm saying that to prove that I'm not special. Like, there's not a single thing that I have done that I should have been able to do because of what I was given prior to my life. It's like, yes, maybe God gave me these gifts prior to me being born and knew that I was destined for something special, but that doesn't mean that he put the discipline and the willpower in me to continuously pursue something like this. Like, that is something that you have to do on a daily basis. You have to make a conscious decision to be the person that God wants you to be. Even if he gave you the tools to be a super successful, super impactful individual and truly change other people's lives, you still have to wake up and make the decision to go out there and be that person. He's not just going to make you that person, right? And so that's one thing that, that's really what I'm trying to say there is I'm just a regular person. So if I can make all of this happen, if I can get my pro card, if I can get my PhD, if I can grow a multi-million-dollar business, and I can do all of that at the same time before I'm 30, that's awesome to me. Like, that truly is amazing to me. And I think that would resonate as pretty amazing to some other individuals, and hopefully inspire them to push themselves to be better, to be the best version of themselves, and to not settle for what other people have told them that they can be. So preset weekly routine. First thing in the morning, I come up to the shop. This is my office studio right now. So it is about 5:20 in the morning. I usually get here between 4:45 and 5 o'clock. I do my first hours, just devotional, morning time, personal time. I just kind of meditate. I pray. I read the Bible. I read, some other books like my $100 Million Leads. There's some sort of educational business book to help me just grow as a business individual and spiritually grow. It's all about growth for the first hour of the day at least. I don't touch my phone. Don't look at social media. My phone is literally on grind mode right now. You guys can see right there at the bottom, it says grind. That is that's a do not disturb mode that I have, a focus mode that I have set up on my iPhone, where only my business partner and my wife can contact me. So only 2 people can get through this lock on my phone. And those are the only 2 people that show up. Those are the only 2 things that come through. Their phone calls and their text messages come through, and I can see those, but everything else is blocked and notifications are hidden until I open my phone and turn grind mode off. So that's on for at least the first hour of every single day. So I have zero potentials for distractions. I'm not on social media. I'm not living in other people's lives in the first hour of my day. I'm living in my life. I'm living in the Word of God. I'm living in my future and my growth and my ability to expand and get better. So that's what I do for the first hour of every day. Then we switch over to business stuff, look at some finances, make sure I'm ready to go for the day, make sure my daily tasks are planned out so I'm not just spinning my wheels and wondering what I need to do every day. I already have that planned out, so I go in and I make sure that my calendar's lined up and ready to go so I know what to do as soon as I get back from the gym. So there is zero downtime in my day. After I finish my morning routine, while I'm doing my morning routine, I'm actually sipping on my just morning starter every single day. So we start with 1 stick of Element. If you guys aren't familiar, I'll show y'all, what each one of these are. So this is the Element hydration packets. So we do 1 stick of Element hydration packets every single morning. This is a gram of sodium, 200 mgs potassium, 60 mgs magnesium. So this is exactly 1/5 of the daily dose of each one of those electrolytes that you need to achieve your best performance. So first thing every morning, stick of Element. I also add 1.5 scoops to 2 scoops of the new First Form Clear Isolate. So First Form just dropped this about 2 weeks ago. It is delicious. I mean, it is so good. It tastes fantastic. It's the strawberry limeade flavor, which is actually a really, really good flavor. I'm not the biggest lime fan, but it's pretty tasty. And so I put 1.5 scoops to 2 scoops of that in there. So that's about 30 to 40 grams of protein, gluten-free, soy-free, lactose-free, fat-free, carb-free. It is just straight protein. Definitely love this product. Definitely recommend it. I've only been using it for about 1.5 weeks, but it's phenomenal. I mean, it is a game changer. Awesome product. So stick of Element, 1.5 scoops of the First Form Clear Isolate, and then I put 15 grams of glutamine in here, 10 grams of creatine, and 12 grams of collagen. So creatine, I do it 10 grams first thing in the morning to help with cognitive function, muscle recovery, increase cellular energy and cellular response rates. Glutamine's good for inflammation, gut health, reducing leaky gut lining, damaged gut lining, all that fun stuff. Also with muscle soreness and muscle health, signaling, cell signaling, and just nerve responses. So glutamine is good for all sorts of things. And then collagen, of course, is good for hair, skin, and nail quality, just general elasticity of skin and skin health. The collagen I use also has some biotin and dermavol in there, which are also other patented ingredients to help with hair, skin, and nail quality. So that's basically what my morning routine is, my morning cocktail. Pretty tasty, pretty easy to sip on, actually. It's a thick water, comes out almost like a juice type consistency with the protein in there too. But I use the raspberry Element and then the First Form strawberry lime clear isolate, and it is pretty tasty combo. Like, I can sip on this real easy first thing in the morning, and then you get 20 ounces of water, 20 to 24 ounces of water to start your day, plus all your necessary electrolytes, your amino acids with glutamine, your creatines. I mean, you can't beat it. 5 grams of BCAAs in the protein, 30 to 40 grams of protein, and this is all just to start my day. But we got arms and delts today, so I'm not sure where we're going to train at. I don't know if we're going to train at Pro, if we're going to train at Nick's. But we'll see. I'm going to get my morning stuff here and then figure it out from there. Music at Pro is just always way too freaking loud, man. Like, I love my boy Ben. I love Pro. This is my home gym, but I get irritated sometimes because this shit's loud and it makes my audio sound horrible. Anyhow, starting with some tricep press downs. So I need to get off my soapbox. Hopefully you guys can hear this decently. But we're gonna start with some tricep press downs. Just some regular old V-bar press downs, nothing crazy. Just getting the triceps ready for some work. Set number 4. We're gonna go a little bit heavier on this one. We're gonna rack it out all the way to the bottom. So one thing about like tricep press downs, like V-bar press downs, is if you get a little bit more on top of it sometimes, kind of like position yourself up on top of it to where your elbows are more pinned down by your side. So it's a little bit less of a movement, but you can get some heavier weight on there. Come on. Decent. Shut up. Pediatrician. We're gonna go with some single arm overhead tricep extensions here. So. Turn my head. That's decent. We'll probably do 2 more sets there. Then we'll move on to some biceps. Whew. Alright, it's a bit more unorthodox than what I normally do. Normally I would go triceps, biceps, finish arms, and then do shoulders. But I decided today that I was just going to go ahead and do delts in between triceps and biceps. So you guys can see where I'm raising it to the side. Tempo. It's a game changer. Yeah. Take 10 there. That's just 20 pounds. You do 20 pounds the right way on laterals. That's heavy. We'll get one more set here. We'll go up to 25s. Push the weight just a little bit. One more set, and then figure out what's next. Let's see what's next from there. I'm gonna do some cable upright rows, baby. My gym has this nifty little bar attachment. Super convenient for some upright rows. You should get it centered. Decent. All right, we're gonna finish delts with some behind the back single arm cable lateral raises. My delts are already destroyed. Just a few exercises. So much about for shoulders. Got some dumbbell curls. I don't go heavy on curls. You know, I could probably go up to 35 or 40 and maintain decent form. But I'm gonna get a plenty good workout with 30s and be able to maintain perfect form all the way through the exercise. From rep 1 until I hit failure. That's it. So this is probably the best bicep exercise. It's at least one of my favorites. Top 10, top 3 for sure. Cable preacher curls. Elbows flaring up real bad today. Damn. We'll probably do one more set there. I don't want to call it, but might need to. Just be better off safe than sorry. This damn elbow problem. Something we gotta get fixed.